Hey everyone, today I've got my Monster Hunter movie review. Based on the video game of the same name, a group of soldiers encounter quite a bit of monsters. Like, this concept hasn't ever been done before. Ugh. So as far as the story goes, Paul W.S. Anderson, yes, the same guy who directed the Resident Evil movie, sets his sights on yet another video game adaptation, and I'm... Hold on. Give me a minute here. What the hell did I just watch? This team of soldiers are driving down a desert road and end up going through this portal to another world, and out pops a whole bunch of monsters. Now, ever since I did a trailer reaction for this movie, I was not looking forward to seeing it, and I never really had high hopes for this to be successful in the first place. And it was sloppy in the plot, as well as the writing just being poorly written, and that left me thinking, what was it trying to achieve? Because it was predictable and uninteresting to watch. I mean, let me just say, it was boring as hell. Thanks a lot, Paul W.S. Anderson. So as far as the casting goes, Milla Jovovich was not enough for me to actually care about her character, and while she's attempting at carrying the movie like she's done with Resident Evil, all thanks to her husband Paul W.S. Anderson, it made me feel like she was trying way too hard to be all badass and whatnot, and she looked like a been there done that protagonist. And literally screw anyone else that was in this movie, like T.I. or Megan Good. Basically, those are the bigger names that I actually remember from this movie, because most of the characters were treated like expendable assets anyway. And Tony Jaa as the hunter in the movie was laughable at best, and at times cringeworthy. And I was like, there are times when he's got scenes with Milla Jovovich's character, and I'm just like, what the heck is going on here? I was really confused, but I was also disappointed at the same time because, there are times when, he's actually hunting something, but that concept seemed to go out the window right away. And his potential to be even better than what I would have anticipated was a wasted opportunity. And let me just say that Ron Perlman made an appearance here as well, and he couldn't save this disaster of a movie, and he looked like a mix of Conan the Barbarian meets the Beast from his version of Beauty and the Beast. Look it up, true story. So the things that I liked about this movie, well, actually the literal only thing that I appreciated out of this entire movie was that they at least attempted to take it back to its video game roots with the detail on the various weapons and the look of the monsters, which still reminded me of other giant monster movies out there. So this is a bad love review contender because this had the potential to be something at least decent, but it was so poorly executed from the start that it makes other video game adaptations look like Oscar gold. But even that's a bit of a stretch to say. So the things that I didn't really like about this movie was that the editing was all over the place. It was not only sloppy, or not only choppy and disjointed, the characters will be, one place, and then it cuts to something weird. It has these quick cuts going from day to night constantly, and it was just nauseating to watch. And the movie seems to focus more on the visuals that are used to mask the terrible action sequences, and those weren't anything to fawn over either. And the CGI, especially in the third act, was cheap looking because, once again, it was trying way too hard to look cool. And based off of the overall style of the movie, I wasn't impressed with it. And when I thought it was going to end, it kept going, and it was literally really pissing me off. And also, it looked like it was setting up for a potential sequel, as if we asked for that to happen. I really hope it doesn't, so I won't count my chickens. So overall, I would say that I knew what to expect going in, but I didn't realize it was going to be this bad watching it. So I was not a huge fan of this movie at all. So I would not recommend seeing this movie. Honestly, if you're a fan of the video games, you might as well just stick to playing the video games, because this movie definitely didn't feel like how the video games were. Not that I ever played them, but I'm just saying, as far as a movie adaptation goes of a video game, it literally did not impress me. So I would give this half heart on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Monster Hunter. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I'll see you guys later.